Hey everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So we are going back to our old format that we've kind of gotten away for the holidays, and we are going to just give you a straight review on a pipe tobacco that we have discovered. Now, with all this Sutliff stuff going on and this McBaron stuff going on, a lot of my favorites were McBaron and Sutliff's,
Yeah.
especially Seattle Pipe Club stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a chance that Seattle Pipe Club will find another blender to make all of their products, but I'm certain that some of them are going to go by the wayside, or at the very least, some of the recipes are going to be changed because of sourcing different tobacco leaf and things like that. My favorite's the plum pudding special reserve.
Yeah.
And I went online today to try to see if I could get some either from tobacco pipes or from smoking pipes, and that stuff is going quickly. I mean, all of it is just becoming almost non-existent. From what I understand, Sutliff is supposed to be producing tobaccos through the first quarter of 2025, and so up to March,
I think it was up to. I have it right here.
up to February
Up to
28th.
February, and they're able to sell up until March. So yeah.
So hopefully they'll make some more of the Seattle Pipe Club stuff and more of their 515 and those blends that a lot of people buy, and we can stock up on it. But if you haven't taken advantage of buying some of that now, you're going to be disappointed because there's not going to be much out there.
Yeah.
Well, I said that to say that I guess this year my goal is to try a lot of different
blenders. Yeah.
newer tobaccos to find replacements for the ones that I enjoyed. One of the
Mine too.
Yeah, one of the things that I enjoyed from McBaron was H.H. Latakia Flake.
Which the whole HH line is gone.
And so, what am I going to do? Well, I know that Robert McConnell Latakia Flake is pretty good. I know that there's some out there. So, and Coalhouse and Cop is one of my favorite blenders anyway. And so, Ashton is a Coalhouse and Cop product. So, I think that's kind of the way I'm going to be going, looking through their availabilities first.
That's where I started.
And then maybe go to C&D and see if I can find some things through them as well.
Yeah.
But it's just a process now, and I know that people in the hobby are just really bummed out about having to do this. But, it's McClellan. Although McClellan was a different...
It was a different monster.
Yeah, a different situation of why they closed their doors. But the end result is the same, that here we are now looking for new blends.
Yeah, some of these blenders, first time. It's we've been through it with McClellan. Now we're going through it with Sutliff and McBaron. The thing that bothers me the most is McBaron was some of the first. I mean, it's one of the first smokes I've ever had was a McBaron product.
I remember you used to smoke a lot of the 7Cs.
7Cs.
And
for 2 years, that was on rotate. That was in my jars.
That's gone.
It's gone.
That whole 7Cs series is gone. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys other than stock up on what you can and start looking for alternatives, because these are not going to come back. And if some of them do come back, like the Seattle Pipe Club stuff,
Yeah.
they're not going to be the same. They're going to be different.
Yeah, because the whole different leaf, whole different set of blenders.
So, hey, it happens.
It does.
It's business. It's business. And unfortunately, the world revolves around
The almighty dollar.
money. Yeah, so, they're going to go with the money. So, anyway, we said all of that to tell you that we are trying a new product today. And we are trying Ashton's Gold Rush. And this is a straight Virginia that is blended by Coalhouse and Cop. It has basically just golden Virginia leaf in it. It does have a little bit of a topping, a honey and a lemon
Yeah,
topping in
yeah.
it. It's a ribbon cut. Comes in 50-gram tins. It's made in Germany. It is currently available, so you can find it in different online places.
All your regulars.
Yeah, the strength on this is mild to moderate. The flavoring on this is mild, probably. The taste on this is about a moderate. So we'll go from there and kind of judge as we go along. But I don't smoke a lot of straight Virginias, but I am looking for replacements of those red Virginias. And I do like the Wessex Red Virginia Flake. I do like the Robert McConnell Red Virginia Flake, but they're not the same as the Sutliff Crumble Cake Red Virginia.
Yes.
And so that was one of my big red Virginias I liked. So I'm looking for a replacement to that, wondering if maybe some of these straight Virginia blends might have a little bit of red in it, or might blend a little bit with some straight Virginia other blends to kind of get it to where I like it. It's just going to be a lot of experimentation going on with this. So.
Yeah, so the whole year, for both of us is going to be something where we're just trying out new stuff, blends that we haven't really looked at before. And Ashton was one of the first ones for me. It's a Coalhouse and Cop product. It seems available all year round. They're almost their entire line.
Yeah, and as long as places like Smoking Pipes,
Cup of Joe's.
well, Cup of Joe's is going to close down, as well as Tobacco Pipes. Those online presence are going to be gone. So the big online presence is going to be Smoking Pipes, along with other smaller like Watch City and some things like that. Country Squire, some
Country
of those,
Squire.
some of those places. But this one is readily available.
Yes.
Okay, so on the description of the tin, it says,
It's on the front.
a pure Virginia blend made of only the most outstanding Virginia tobaccos. Medium bodied and smooth, this mixture burns beautifully and renders a natural aroma accented by traces of lemon and honey. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about tin note first.
All right. So, tin note. This is what, originally what drew me to it was on the back it says Coalhouse and Cop. So I was like, okay, pure Virginia blend, Coalhouse and Cop. Let's get going. It is a very bright Virginia smell. These are very bright Virginias. It's not going straight towards that red Virginia flavor that we were looking for. But it is a very pleasant, very light, slight citrus and tangy, a little bit of grassiness to it as well. Virginia, to me, it's a very satisfying tin note. But I am a straight Virginia smoker. I thoroughly enjoy them. And my brother-in-law actually gave me this tin for Christmas. And that's right up my alley. It's perfect.
Well, okay, so there is a similarity to some of the other Coalhouse and Cop products, like Peter Heinrich's Golden Sliced. I get a hay. I don't not necessarily grassy, but I do get a hay smell in here. A little bit of a lemon smell.
Yeah.
Some sweetness, probably from the honey, topping. I mean, ever so slightly a spice behind all of that. Yeah, it's a nice, pleasant.
It's a pleasant
tin
little tin note.
and it's not strong at all.
No.
It's very subtle. It's very subdued.
Yes.
Yeah, I tend to smoke these straight Virginias in a small bowled pipe. This is my Stephen Cashwell that I bought at Vegas, little blowfish that he made, and this is got us like a number 2 bowl in it. You know, it's not real big, so it kind of helps keep all those flavors right there.
Concentrated, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the tin note on that is not bad. Okay,
No.
let's talk about the smoke.
So the smoke, this is where, see, I don't get as much of the honey in the tin note as I do in the smoke. I get a little bit of that sweetness coming through on the smoke. The Virginias are, of course, strong. This is a slow sipper. It's just traditional, standard Virginia. It will have a little bit of a bite to me. If you smoke it hot and you smoke it hard, it will bite a little bit.
Yeah, and
There's
which
some,
Virginias do to me.
which they do, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is a sipper, and overall, though, what I was expecting when it came to like it being a Peter Heinrich's Golden Slice, or what I wanted it to be, was kind of like Reserve Crew #4 with the citrus and the honey. That's
I
there.
don't think it compares to that
it
at
doesn't.
all.
It doesn't at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It
Now it does compare to the golden slice because the topping I think that they use is not overwhelming. So it really doesn't come through the smoke really strong.
yeah.
You know. Yeah, but I remember that #4
And it just there was more orange, there was more of a bready taste to it. This is definitely a hay,
Yeah.
kind of a slightly citrus, awfully small amount of honey sweetness to it. It's exactly it leads itself exactly to what the tin says: a small lemon and honey flavor, a lot of grassy red, not red but bright Virginia flavor.
Yeah, there is nothing spectacular about this smoke, but there's nothing offensive about this smoke.
That's what I was like, look, it's a good start for me. For my first Ashton blend that I've really started to delve deep into. I had a couple others that I tried.
There's a
that
couple
were
of
just-
English blends that
Yeah.
I really like from Ashton.
But, I never dived into the English side of the Ashton. I just, there's a couple tins that I've gotten before that I've tried and I've put away and I've never really messed with. As a first into it, it's not thrilling, but nice.
It's
nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely get a hay taste, a little sweetness, a little spiciness, some citrus in there. It goes back and forth from lemon to something else, to lemon to something else. So I don't know exactly what's going on there. If maybe the topping is playing with the natural flavors of the tobacco.
Maybe.
And they're going back and forth. That might be it. But yeah, like I said, just it's not harsh. It's pretty mild. It's an all day smoke.
Yeah, to me, it's light enough to be an all-day smoke.
You know what that would be good in? You know how you're rolling your own cigarettes?
I've tried it. Yeah,
I think that would be good in that.
It needs to dry a little bit for it to roll properly into those rolled cigarettes that I do. But yeah, this breaks apart and rolls perfectly. Does just fine so long as I don't pack it too tight.
So, what do you think about the room note on this?
This is a tolerable to pleasant room note to me. It doesn't have that overbearing smokiness. It's not a very thick, rich, smoke. It doesn't linger or anything. It just kind of sits and then leaves.
Yeah.
I would say to me, it is a pleasant room note because it's just not very strong. You get that nice little light citrusy smell and then it's gone.
Yeah, I think it's pleasant as well. It's not real heavy tobacco kind of scent, I think it's pretty pleasant. What do you think about the moisture content on this?
So this tin, like I said, I got it in Christmas. I opened it up the next day. It's a little dry right now.
See, and I still think it's slightly moist.
But yeah, it's dry compared to what it was. It needs some sit time, in my opinion, guys.
Virginias, I'm afraid to dry out too much.
Yeah, because they get crumbly.
Well, not only that, is they smoke hot. They're just super hot. You almost need a little bit of moisture in there to kind of tame the tobacco a little, at least that's my thought.
Yeah.
I think where you have it right now
It's about
it's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's pretty close, but still I do feel some moisture in that.
yeah. And it's just playing with the blend. Thank goodness, I've been smoking a pipe for 12 years now, so I can kind of understand how I like my tobaccos, how I want them to sit, and what certain blends do with certain things. And so this one for me is a winner, but it needs work.
Yeah.
I mean, not work like the makers need to work differently. You, as the smoker, need to maybe let it dry a bit, maybe
Prep
work
it a little
prep
bit.
it.
Yeah.
It needs a little help
Yeah.
to get to a point where, to me, I think this is a good start on a trip down Ashton for me, anyway, and see what they've got to offer. Really, really give it a try this year.
What do you think about the nicotine on this?
Oh, this is a below moderate. I mean, this is a mild nicotine hit.
Yeah.
This is an all-day smoke. I mean, you could smoke it, and then I'll find myself 30 minutes later with no problem having another bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely a mild to maybe that doesn't even reach moderate.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Just an easy smoke.
Easy all-day smoke.
Yeah.
It's a good all-season smoke, too. I could see this as a very tasty treat in the summer. On a hot day, cold beer kind of thing.
Yeah, this is good. This is if I take it easy, I can enjoy this.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to say about this blend?
I would recommend, just like Dad said, with Virginia's, he uses a small bowl. I am using just a Morgan Bones pipe. I think this is the Zulu Sitter. I don't know if they make it anymore, but it is a cone-shaped bowl. So all those flavors start off weak at the top and they get stronger as it goes down, more concentrated since it's a cone-shaped bowl. That's what I like to use for my Virginia. So I have my bag, and I have a lot of Virginia in that bag, and all of my pipes are either small bowls or cone-shaped bowls that just go down into nothing.
Well, I'm looking on smoking pipes right now, and they have it available. It's $13.40 a tin, and they come in 50-gram tins. Looks like they've got 7 different varieties. I've smoked the Artisan blend, which is an English-style blend. The Consummate Gentleman, we've done a review on that long time ago.
Long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, that one. And they're all the same price, $13.40.
And they're all available.
Yeah, everything is available. The only thing that's out of stock right now is this Guilty Pleasures, and I don't even know what that one is. But yeah, this is a solid Virginia. Yeah, not too harsh, not too soft, just right in the middle.
Yeah, yeah. It's to me, I'm excited about finding this, and I'm really looking forward to going through. Yeah, see, I told you, it gets a much better
rating on
smoking pipes than it does tobacco reviews, and I think a lot of the Ashton things are kind of an not unsung jewel or gem, but more of a people don't really go and talk about Ashton as much as because we had Sutliff, we had McBaron, we had all these others. Now that we don't, I think I look forward to seeing what happens with this company and what products they can bring out, especially being a Coal House and Cop product.
Well, it doesn't look like they've put out too many new products, so I don't know if anything new will be coming. That's the other thing to think about. Now that there's been this extremely huge void left in the industry, with the HH blends being gone and the Sutliff special stuff that they do, is someone going to pick up the
pieces?
And maybe go attempt, because like all the dark fired stuff gone.
Yeah.
This week, Cornell and Deal announced that they're doing a small batch with dark fired. Yeah. And with Orientals. So, who knows? That's one to be watching out for, too, because I think we're going to review that one just as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's, to me, Laudisi is a company to watch now and see what they're doing, because I know this is kind of a bad news bears for a lot of us that are Sutliff and McBaron lovers, and as down that trail. But I think Laudici's really, since they're now one of the only American in America.
Well, Cornell and Deal is about the only American blending house left.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The whole Laudisi
at least
thing.
in a large scale.
Yeah.
Like Sutliff was doing.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, so I'm looking forward to a lot coming out of Laudisi and seeing what they're going to do, with their GLPs and with Cornell and Deal. So I guess we'll see.
yeah. All right. Well, what would you rate this? How many shots?
Okay, so it's been a while since we've done like a shot. I'm going to have to recalibrate my whole grading scale now. Because right now I would say this is a 3. Knowing that Sutliff doesn't exist anymore, or won't, this would be more of a 3.5 to me. This is a good starter. It's a good base. I like the flavors, and I like that it's an all-day smoke. There's no mess. There's no fuss. This is just a solid smoke.
Well, and I'll say that since I'm not a big straight Virginia guy,
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep it right at a solid 3. It's a 3.
So yeah, let's just leave it at a 3.
I mean, it's not. It's good. It's good, but it's not something that I'm going to smoke all the time. So, yeah, it's a 3 for me. But it's a good Virginia. So if you guys like Virginias, you should give this one a try.
Yeah, no dawdle. It
Yeah.
smokes all the way down just fine.
All right, well, that's what we got for you this week, guys. Next week, we'll bring you another new tobacco
Yeah.
for us to try, and hopefully something that you might be interested in. Send us your thoughts, and also send us your suggestions. We're starting a new year.
Yeah.
We need new ideas. So send us what you would like to see on the videos, and we'll get to it and start giving some reviews on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Okay, well, until then, don't forget,
Make all your piping moments count.
we'll see you next time, and have a great week.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.